All right, so I know you're creative, I know you're talented, I know you have the vision, but you're lacking one thing, and that is the relationships. At the end of the day, it's all about your relationships. And I know you've heard that quote, oh, it's all about who you know. But you know what I realized? It's all about who knows you as well. It's not just about who you know. You could know the whole world, but if the whole world doesn't know you, are you really gonna have time to contact and reach out to every single person that you know? No, you wanna have your inbox flooded, or at least have some sort of consistency of people reaching out to you at the end of the day. Now, a wise man once told me, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you, and that one right relationship can take you from 50K a year to 100K a year. The skills, the services you're providing don't change, but the relationships change. That's what's gonna take you to the next level. Of course, you need to always be improving your skill. You need to always be learning the next trend, what's new. How can you improve your work that's already good, or get it to a better place that's gonna attract more attention? That's like, regardless, you need to be doing that. You need to always be getting better, regardless. But your relationships and putting yourself in the right environment, that's what's gonna give you that 5K shoot. That's what's gonna take you from that $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, to that 5, 6, 7, 8 grand a month, all because of the right few relationships. Now, a lot of you are asking, how do I make these right relationships? How do I put myself in a position to win? There's a few things that you need to do where you need to step outside of your box and get a little bit uncomfortable. Now, maybe for some it's not uncomfortable. For me, it's not uncomfortable. I grew up in an environment around people from different countries. I played soccer, so I was always around people or in a team environment. So if you're not in a team environment, if you are someone that's a content creator, you're in your house, you're not typically around a lot of people, you need to switch up your routine. You need to take time to go outside, sit at a coffee shop where there's gonna be foot traffic, and just edit. Put your camera next to your laptop, edit your content, follow up on your emails, but do it in a location where people are going to walk past you and they're going to see you. So you could be editing, your camera is next to your laptop. So now every time someone walks by you, they're gonna see your camera. They're gonna be curious, okay, what does this guy do? Is he any good? Is he someone that I wanna know? Depending on your outfit, are you wearing something swaggy? Do you stand out? You have to realize that we live in the era of attention. Not that attention is bad, but it's a resource. It's an asset that you can use to reel someone in. Once you have someone's attention, what are you gonna do with it? Now, before you even get to someone's attention, you have to put yourself in a place where they're going to see you. So think about all the places that someone could see you. You could be at a restaurant, you could be at the grocery store, you could be at a coffee bar, you could be at a park, you could be, online on social media, posting on your story. But as long as people see you physically or virtually, now you are going to be top of mind. And if your content is really good or you have something interesting about you, like if you have a weird hairstyle or you have a really nice watch or your shoes are super cool, these are things that are conversation starters. So you need to start looking at your apparel as marketing. Look at where you go as marketing, because where you go is going to determine the type of people that you meet. If you know you want high ticket clients, if you want clients that can afford at least $1,000 for a video shoot or a photo shoot, you need to put yourself in an area where people that are making that kind of money are going to be. It's not about, oh, I have to just be around people that aren't like me. No, you need to step out of your comfort zone and be in an environment. Like for instance, yesterday I was doing a photo shoot of a girl and there's a kid sitting next to us and he was smiling because the girl looked good. So I broke the ice and I was like, bro, you trying to get in a photo shoot too? Like you look fresh, and it was a hat. It was for a hat company. So he was like, all right, sure. So after the shoot, I gave him one of the hats and we did a couple shots. But the funny thing is that he was into photography. So he was just like, man, I've always been into photography. It's so crazy that I meet you guys, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, we're talking for the next 2 hours. We give him a ride to his house and now we're connected and tapped in. I literally sent him a message yesterday. I was like, bro, if you're already outside a lot, why aren't you doing sales and trying to sell the service that I'm doing? But that's all because he was outside in a public space. So this answer seems super simple, but you need to put yourself in an environment where people are going to see you. Once you get into that environment, you need to create something that's going to attract people, whether it's your clothing, your shoes, your camera, how your hairstyle is. You have to do something that's going to make you stand out. Once you stand out, now it's your job to communicate who you are, be yourself, let people connect with you at the end of the day. Because if someone's not attracted to you, it's going to be a little awkward going out of your way to talk to them. I've done that. I've literally walked downtown Tampa, different cities, taken photos, and met people just from taking pictures. And those relationships turned into potential opportunities. So main thing, put yourself in a public environment. So the next way to take yourself to the next level or to meet the right people, events. Research in your city, local events. Since most content creators are usually on their laptop or they're tucked away in their studio editing, take time to go to events. Now, bring your camera. You can go to an event and shoot for free. They're probably gonna let you in for free or with a special pass because you have your camera. Now you're literally someone at the event with value. You're walking value. People, you know people love pictures. You know people want great pictures of themselves, especially if it's in a professional environment. People are dressed up, they took time, girls put their makeup on, and you're there with a nice camera and you're looking fresh too, bro, you gotta realize, those are the moments where you could literally knock out 100 pictures and you could make 50 new contacts. You send those contacts, the pictures the next day edited. Now you've literally just ingrained and cemented in their mind, oh, Cam, yeah, this guy was dope. He was super cool. He just gave me a free picture. So now anytime someone brings up photography, they're gonna think of you because you gave something. So think about that. Something that I like to live by that's taken me far was you have to give to get. So it's not, oh, I'm doing something for free and then hoping that you bring me something or you're doing something with a hidden agenda. No, just know that people like to reciprocate. And if you've already given some sort of value, like there's gonna be a time where one of those 50 people that you met run into someone they know that needs content. They're gonna think of you because you gave them something for free. That's why all these content creators, business coaches are like, join my free webinar. Here's my free ebook. Here's my free masterclass. Because when you've given something, it's called the law of reciprocity. Law of reciprocity. I can't even say the word today, but you get the point. It's all energy. So take time to research events. And if you don't know how to find events locally, download Eventbrite. Put in your zip code, put in your address. I could literally put in, okay, Tampa, Ybor City, what events are going on? There's different socializing, there's movies going on, there's thrift shop events, there's literally so many different things going on where there's gonna be multiple people in one location, and that's your time to take advantage of that. Because at the end of the day, if you wanna be a great content creator, it's not just about the content, it's the communication as well. If you wanna be that guy behind the scenes that's waiting for people to reach out and just like, here, I have this video, you need to edit this video, we need this, and this, you can live like that. But I promise you, you're gonna wanna be more in control of your destiny. And by doing that, that's by getting your own clients and putting yourself out there. Put your name out there, put your face out there. Like, I remember I didn't even wanna be on camera, but as soon as I started making videos, it gave me more credibility because people saw my face. I was able to bypass that whole process of like, oh, do I trust Cam? I mean, he seems cool, but like, I don't really know what he looks like. And that's the vibes that I got before I was posting content on Instagram, like of me speaking. Once I started speaking on Instagram, it was almost like, because I never ran advertisements. So I never was able to see like, oh, this person contacted me because they saw this video. No, it was just like over time, posting, a couple videos go viral, people start reaching out. Hey, I saw this video, or maybe they don't even tell me that, but they saw it. So now that whole wall of like, who is this person? Should I reach out? It's broken. Now I've created a transparent image. So anyone that wants to work with me, they could watch like 10 videos and be like, yeah, I feel like I already know this guy. So with all of that said, basically for me, I've realized I don't like to use the word never. I'm never gonna do this, I'm never gonna go out, I'm never gonna just stay in all day. No, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to go out. There's a time to socialize. There's a time to stay inside all day and edit your content. There's a time to go to the gym. There's a time to record your YouTube videos. You need to block and organize your time so you can do those things. I used to be like, man, I'm never going out. I'm not wasting money. I'm never, why would I go out and be around people that I don't need to be around? That's stupid. That's not smart to think that way. Out of 7 days in the week, you can go out for 1 hour or 2 hours and socialize and meet new people. So it's okay. So pick a time, like, hey, every Thursday we're gonna go out, or every Sunday we're gonna go out. You don't have to break the bank, but put yourself in a location where you're gonna meet other people. You can just buy a water, bring your camera, conversation started right there. So, the main purpose of this video is for content creators that wanna go to the next level and you're struggling. This video is for you. So let's talk about that. So at the end of the day, there's a few main things. Put yourself in a location, in an environment where people are going to see you on foot traffic. The laptop, camera, public location, you're going to create attention. For instance, yesterday I was working out of a coffee shop. There was 5 guys just chilling, probably about 22, 23 years old. I overheard them talking about their traveling. I had my big ass camera next to me. As they're walking out, I'm like, hey, what y'all boys do? And they all tell me they're in sales. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I have a media agency. They start talking about their Airbnb business, their coaching business, all these different things. We all follow each other. But if I wasn't in that coffee shop, I would have never met them. And if I didn't have my camera next to me, it probably wouldn't have created the same type of attention. Who knows what that'll turn into? But a seed was planted, and that's the main thing. Plant seeds, water those seeds. Not all seeds are gonna sprout. Some might take longer to sprout, some may never sprout. But if they're not planted, it's basically impossible for any of that to happen. So remember, put yourself in a public location, designate a day to socialize and to be outside, whether that's at an event, you're just walking down the street, you're going to the mall, but be in a location where people can see you, probably with your camera, preferably. And what else? To me, those are the main things, because it's something that's free first and foremost. It's free. You're building people skills, and it's fun. Like, you might meet your next girlfriend, you might meet your next wife just by being out doing your thing. But if you're stuck in the crib editing and just on the computer watching YouTube videos and reading and writing, which are all positive things, you will get ahead. But take time to socialize, be outside, like be outside. When you're young, that's literally all you have to do is be outside. And that's how I grew, you know? So I hope this video helped. Like, subscribe, share, drop a comment. If there's any topics that you want me to speak on, I can speak on those. You know, some of my biggest opportunities have came just from networking, building relationships, being in the right location, having my camera on me, taking advantage of that opportunity. All right, so I want to leave you guys with a quick story, something that really resonated with me in the moment that I listened to it. So one of my mentors who used to play in the NFL, it was really interesting because we were just talking about money and like how to make more money. And I was like, man, I need to learn this and this, and I'm gonna get more money. And he was like, nah, man, you don't even need to do that. You just need to be around the right people. I was making, actually, I don't know how much I was making at that time, but we were just using examples. So he was like, man, if you're making 50K, he was basically like, the right person can take your 50K a year salary to 100K a year salary just by meeting the right person. It's not necessarily about a new skill set that you learned. Now, if you do learn a new skill set that helps you meet more people, I promise you your income will increase. And that really resonated with me because that's what happened. I literally met the right people and I literally made more money, but nothing with my services changed. My services were the same. I was using the same camera, but I was getting paid double because I met the right client, the right company that actually had the budget, that actually valued what I was doing. But I was doing the same exact services. When I worked with Antonio Brown, one of the best wide receivers of all time, I was using a Canon 6D Mark II, taking videos and photos with the same camera. So I literally would take the pictures with the camera, and then I would switch it to video mode, film video, and they use that for the YouTube channel. I'm working with a multi-millionaire professional athlete using a Canon 6D Mark II, and I wasn't even getting paid that much. So once I increased so that's just to show you, like, it's not necessarily your equipment or your skill set. Your skill set is super important, don't get me wrong, but the equipment your skill set is super important, don't get me wrong, but the relationships are going to help you maximize your skill set and value your skill set and pay you what you're really worth. Understanding your worth, that's a whole nother conversation. But you know, the right client, the right contact can take you from 50K a year to 100K a year as a content creator, or from 5K a month to 15K a month as a content creator, all because of the right relationships. Building the right relationships all comes down to your positioning. We're gonna get to that in another video. Guys, put in that work, like and subscribe. If you're trying to connect with me, shoot me a DM. Let's get it.